do it now. I do it now. Do it now. Whenever you have this tendency to procrastinate, program your subconscious mind with this automatic conditioned command. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now.
Just get up, move towards that challenge, whatever that challenge is. Move towards that challenge and go attack it. And you may be successful and you may not be successful, but you will be better.
The key to overcoming procrastination is to develop a sense of urgency. Be the kind of person who gets things done quickly. Be the kind of person who launches fast on a task.
Do it, and do it, and do it, and do it. That's the hack.
You gotta wake up every day and put 110% to your craft because there's someone out there that's getting it more than you. So don't be acting shocked when they up and you down. The person who grinds the hardest always gets it. Hard work beats talent every time. Remember that.
It's tough. It will beat you down. The world and the life that we live in is the ultimate competitor.
You're not too late. You on time. I'm letting you know right now, if you just get focused, you grind, you cut out all the distractions, bro, you just lock in on your goal, I'm telling you, you're gonna get it, bro. But I can't trust in you more than you trust yourself.
You don't start things and not finish them. You don't quit. There's nothing that comes out of quitting besides knowing that you didn't finish. We finish everything. You start it, finish it. If you're gonna do it to try and be the best. Not be better than other people, be the best for you.
If you don't have the mindset that you're the best ever, you failed already.
You have no fucking idea how great you really are. Because you are using such minimal of what you have.
Of thinking about the cost of things or the effort instead of thinking about the payoff. I'm going to say it again to get a few more heads to explode. What if laziness is nothing but a habit of thinking about the effort instead of thinking about the outcome? What if you could reverse laziness by simply developing a habit of thinking more about the, let's say, the delicious food that you would like to enjoy instead of how long it would take you to get up and go get it? But the real question is, if you were to test this at home and try to see if you can think more about the good outcome and less about the work, would you get it done? Why is it that people have a second child? You know, why does a woman who goes through this awful, awful childbirth have a second child? Don't they always say the same thing? If I remembered how bad this was, I wouldn't do it again. Right? So the not thinking about the effort is vital to actually the survival of humanity. If we focused on how hard it was to have a baby, you just wouldn't do it, or you do too little of it. But if you focus on how awesome it would be to have a family, well, there you go. You're going to go through the pain because you've already committed. Am I ambitious, or do I simply have a thinking habit which produces dopamine because I'm thinking about the positive outcome? And is the dopamine the thing that gets me up and moving? And when you're observing me, you say, how the hell do you get so much done? And how do I do it? I think it's just this. I think it's just this. When I think of all the things I do, I think about them in terms of their benefits. So here's your tip. It's going to change some of your lives. Think about the positive, not about the work, and see what that does to you.
Get it, 17. They don't know me, son. Get it, 18. They don't know me, son. Get it, 19. They don't know me, son.
See, what's the point if every day you don't get 1% better? I don't care what I did today. Today's over, right? When I wake up, it's a new day. I'm competing with myself. I'm trying to beat myself from whatever I did yesterday. I'm going to do a little bit better.
And I got bad news for you. There's nobody coming. There's nobody coming to save you. There's nobody coming to help you. A knight in shining armor isn't going to ride in and save you. You are the only one that's going to be able to save you.
I'm going to go a little bit harder because when you get better 1% every day, when you compete against the person you were the day before, these days stack up, baby. And just wait. Weeks go by.
A small ritual, like 10 push-ups. Then the day will start you. Number 2, understand. Self-discipline is freedom and power in one. Number 3, analyze your temptations. Is it alcohol? Is it drugs? Is it junk food or social media? Remove temptations to build discipline. Out of sight, out of mind. Very simple. Number 4, on the first half of the day, avoid social media and conversation with idiots. Save your energy on your purpose. Number 5, if you want discipline, plan small steps, not big steps. If you have too big goals and cannot achieve, you have nothing, and you kill your discipline. Number 6, be humble. You are not special. You are not king of earth. You are not privileged. And finally, number 7, make every day a promise to your ancestors to serve them. They will give you direction. They will give you discipline. They will give you will.
You know you shouldn't be in college and you shouldn't be at the job. All you have to do today is quit. Because now you've taken the leap of faith. You've taken a bet on yourself that 99% of the world isn't willing to take because they think too logically in what's the next step. It doesn't matter what the next step is because boom, you figured out today. You just quit your job, you're above baseline. And that's not something people would think is above baseline. Now you're unemployed. Because they're too smart for their own good. A lot of people are gonna look at you, point, and laugh. To me, in my eyes, you're performing above baseline because you are now trying to learn a new skill that 99% of the world doesn't even think they would ever be able to master.
Only did what you were supposed to do when you were motivated to do it. That's leaving it to chance. But if you're disciplined, you go do what you're supposed to do. That's the way it works.
Yeah. I don't care how good you are in anything, you don't have discipline, you ain't nobody.
Right.
Nothing without discipline. Because you give up under the slightest struggle without discipline.
So no matter how you feel, get up and do what you're supposed to do.
Your discipline is doing what you hate to do, but do it like you love it.
To get more confident, you need to do things that make you confident. The Bible says the first step of gaining wisdom is this, to get wisdom. If you want to get bigger muscles, you need to go get bigger muscles. You need to go put in the work. If you want to get faster, you need to go run. If you want to speak better, you need to speak. You have to start acting like the person you want to become. When I first made this account, I was speaking timidly. I was speaking like I didn't know what I was talking about. I was speaking with no confidence. And why would somebody listen to somebody like that? How can I convey a point if I do not have the confidence to convey that point? And though I did not have all the confidence I needed to get to the point where I am now, every single time I got a little bit better and I gained a little bit more confidence through Christ, I got better by doing it. You get better at something by doing it. You get better at the business by doing it. You get better at talking by doing it. Everything works that way.
You got it, most days you don't. But discipline shows up every single time. Nobody wakes up every day feeling ready. Nobody. I don't care who you are. But the difference is, I do it anyway. When my body's sore, when I'm tired, when I'd rather sleep in, I get up, I put in the work. Because discipline is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. And the more you ignore it, the weaker you become. You think successful people just feel like it all the time? Nah, they just don't let feelings run their life. They committed to something bigger than how they feel in the moment. And that commitment, that's what separates the good from the great. So stop waiting to feel ready. Stop waiting for the perfect time. Do it now. Build the habit. Train the discipline. Because when discipline becomes automatic, that's when you become dangerous. Discipline over everything. Build the habit. Train the discipline. Bossy. Discipline over everything.
Turn around. Face them. Man up.
They're looking for a shortcut to be successful, and there aren't any. But if you do something repeatedly, over and over, you develop a habit. So most people are in the habit of looking for easy ways to get the things they want. And they're surrounded by people who think the same way. You know, as much as 95% of your thinking is determined by the people that you associate with on a regular basis. If you associate with people who don't work hard, don't learn, socialize after work, then you become like them. You think like them, you talk like them, you dress like them, you marry them. And so you're married to someone who also has no ambition. And you raise children, and your children have no ambition. Just go to work and complain about your work. But top people associate with other top people. There is what you've heard about the law of attraction. And the law of attraction says that if you change the way you think, you start to attract new people into your life. If you become aggressive about personal development and personal growth, you start to meet other people who think the same way.
Starving it. Just think, if every single time you go on social media, if every single time you turn on your TV, you see a half-naked girl, you see a half-naked boy, you're feeding your lust. You're making it stronger because you're feeding it more food. A mistake repeated more than once is a choice, not a mistake. You're not accidentally falling into lust again. You feed it every single time you go on your phone. You like them, you send them to your friends, you follow those pages. You're not accidentally falling for it. You're willingly choosing to. So what we need to do is we need to starve it. If you're watching a show that constantly promotes this sexual content, you need to stop watching the show. If you're going on social media and that's all you see, if you go on Snapchat and you go on the Spotlight and that's all you see, delete Snapchat or stop going onto the Spotlight. You see, we're not strong enough to beat lust on ourselves. We're not strong enough to constantly be reminded of all this lustful content and not fall into it.